Hi students, now continuation of composite design pattern. The next section will be after participants, that is collaboration, how the classes and objects collaborate and how to carry those responsibilities here. How now let us see the collaboration section. The clients use the component class interface to interact with objects in the composite structure. Yes, exactly, in the composite tree structure to represent how those clients can use the component class interface to interact with the other objects in the component composite structure. Exactly, the component class interface to interact with objects in the composite structure to represent the tree structure as part whole a hierarchy. And coming to the next point of collaboration, it is related to a composite design pattern. If the recipient is a leaf, then the request is handled directly. Yes, exactly. The receiver is a leaf. Okay, leaf has no children. Then the request is to be manipulated directly. So the recipient is a composite structure. Then it is usually we need to forward the request to its child components, in the sense children components, child related components. So possibly the performing of additional operations before and or after a forwarding. Okay, this is the collaboration section. And coming to the consequences in the sense how to describe these results of applying of underlying this pattern. First of all, we need to define the class hierarchies. The class hierarchies consisting of primitive objects and one more composite objects. Here what the primitive objects describes, it can be composed those objects recursively into a more complex objects, in the sense which in turn it can be composed and so on recursively. So whenever the client code, coming to the client code expects, what the client code expects a primitive objects, then it also we could take a composite object. Okay, first of all we need to define the class hierarchy. It consists of primitive objects and composite objects. The primitive objects, it can be composed those objects recursively into more complex objects, and which in turn it can be used to composed and so on recursively. Whenever the client code expects a primitive objects, it can also we need to take a composite object. It is the first consequence, it is the first result of composite design pattern. And coming to the second key point, to make the client simple. Yes, we have to make the client simple, in the sense clients can treat composite structures uniformly and individual objects also uniformly. So the client normally don't know and should not care whether they are dealing with a leaf object or a composite component. In the sense what it simplifies, this simplifies a client code because it avoids we need to having to write a tag and case statement style functions over the classes that define the composition. Here that define the composition. Clients normally don't know whether they are dealing with a leaf child or a composite component. Simply the client code what it avoids to write tag and case statement style function over these classes that define the composition. Okay, and coming to the next key point of composite design pattern. To make it easier, we want to add some new kinds of components, like newly defined composite or we can say leaf subclasses to work automatically with already existing subclass with already existing structures, and also a client code. So clients don't have to be changed for a new component classes. Okay, so the clients don't have to be changed arranged for new component classes. And coming to the next key point of composite design pattern, it can make your design overly general. Yes, you if you can make your design, it is a general way. The disadvantage of making it easy, we need to add a new components, so that it makes it very harder to restrict those components of a composite design pattern structure. In the sense, sometimes you need a composite to have only a certain components with the composite design pattern. So you can't rely on the type system. So we need to enforce those conditions for you will have to use at runtime checks instead of this one. Okay, in the sense here, the disadvantages of making it is very easy to add the new components, and it make very difficult, it's very harder to restrict those components of a composite design pattern. So sometimes you want to make it a composite design pattern only to have some certain components with composite design pattern. So you can't rely on this type system to enforce those conditions for what you will have to use at runtime especially. Okay, and coming to the implementation section of a composite design pattern, there are many issues we need to consider when we are implementing those composite design pattern. The first thing is explicit parent references. Explicit parent references, in the sense, the parent reference also help to support the chain of responsibility pattern. How? In the sense, they are maintaining references from child components to their parent class. It can simplify the traversal and your management of a composite structure. And coming to this, one more point, the parent reference the parent reference simplifies if we have to moving up the structure and we are deleting a component there. Okay, it is one of the best implementation of composite design pattern, explicit parent reference. So the parent reference need to support it also help to support the chain of responsibility pattern also. And coming to the second implementation, it's nothing but sharing components. Sharing here the sharing components, in the sense, a possible solution for the children, we need to store multiple parents. In the sense, here the main thing of sharing components, it is very oftenly useful to share components. We need to reduce storage requirements. What if we have to reduce the storage requirements? You need to reduce the storage requirements. But for example, to reduce storage requirements, when a component can have no more than one parent sharing components, it becomes very difficult. So a possible solution is for children to store multiple parents. It should be ambiguous. As a request, we need to propagate up the structure. So here we need to use a flyweight pattern. It shows how to rework a design and how to avoid storing a parent altogether. It works in that particular case wherever the children can avoid sending a parent request by externalizing some or all of their states. So we can say here, when a component can have no more than one parent, we need to sharing components. It must be difficult. And coming to the third third implementation of composite design pattern, that is maximizing the component interface. However, we seen here one of the goal of the composite design pattern, one of the achievement is to make clients unaware of the specific leaves. Okay, we want to make clients unaware of the specific leaf, or we can say composite classes whatever they are using, and we need to obtain this goal. The component class, it should define as many common operations for composite class and one more leaf class as it is possible. So the component class usually provides what the component class usually provides: default implementation for these operations, default implementations for these particular operations, and the leaf objects and the composite subclasses will also override them in the sense. However, this goal will sometimes conflicts with the principles of class hierarchy design, so that the class says should only define operations that are very meaningful to subclasses. So there are many operations that component should support and to make sense for leaf classes. How the component provide a default implementations for them. Okay, and coming to the declaring the child management operations, how we can declaring the child management functions in the sense. In this concept, we are making in this concept, although the composite class, if you know composite class, what it implements: add operations and remove operations for managing the children, here the essential issue in the composite design pattern, in which the classes declare these operations in the composite class hierarchy. We should declare these operations in the component section, and we make them, it should be meaningful for leaf classes. Okay, here we take some decisions. It involves between safety and transparency. The first thing here, we need to define the child management interface. Child management interface at the root of the class hierarchy. What it gives to you a transparency, because you can treat those all components uniformly. And coming to the next section, we have to be defining a child management in the composite class. It gives you safety. Already the first it gives you transparency, because you can treat all components uniformly. Coming to the composite class, it gives you safety, because any attempt we need to add or remove those objects from leaves will be caught at a compile time in a statically typed language like C++. Okay, and coming to the C++, what that meaning in the sense, but you if you lost transparency, because leaves and composites have different interfaces, so we have to emphasize the transparency over safety in this particular pattern. If you opt the safety section, there at time you may lose the type of information, and we have to convert a component into a composite class. How can you do this without resorting what type of casting we do there? And coming to one more implementation, that is nothing but child ordering. Many designs specify an ordering on the children of composite. In the sense, sorry, I have to explain the fifth implementation, that is nothing but should the component implement a list of components? Yes, exactly. The component implements a list of components. How in the sense? You are putting the child. If you might be we need to define the set of children's, the set of children's as an instance variable in the component class where the child can access and management operations are declared. What is the meaning of this sentence? In the sense, in the component class we need to define the set of children's, whatever it is, very instance of that particular variable, where here the child can access and managing those operations, whatever we need to be declared there here. But putting the child pointer in the base class incur a space here, a space penalty for every leaf, even though a leaf never has children. What this meaning? In the sense, if there are very relatively few children in the structure, so the child pointer in the base class we need to incurring for each and every leaf, even though a leaf never have a children. Okay, and coming to the next implementation of composite design pattern, that is child ordering. Child ordering in the sense, many designs to specify an ordering on the children of composite. What this meaning? In the sense, already we seen one of the example of graphics example at the motivation section. In the earlier class we seen graphics example, and ordering may reflect front to back ordering if composite represent a parse tree. Composites represent a parse tree. Then we have to take some compound statements. It can be instances of a composite whole children. It must be ordered to reflect that particular program. In the sense, whenever the child ordering is an issue, you must design a child access and management interfaces carefully. We need to manage the sequence of children so that here the iterator pattern can guide you this. Okay, and coming to the seventh implementation, that is nothing but catching to improve a performance. Catching to improve performance in the sense, if you need to traverse or search compositions frequently so that the composite class can catch traversal or search information about its children. Yes, we have to be traverse each and every component frequently, so the composite class can catch the traversal, or we have to be check at such information about its children, so the composite can catch the actual results, or we can say just information. Let's it short circuit the traversal or such. Okay, and coming to the eighth implementation, that is nothing but what should delete a components. In the particular language, without garbage collection, it's very usefully best. We want to make a composite. It is responsible for deleting its children. In the sense, we need to destroy it there. What when it's an expectation to this rule is when the leaf objects are immutable and this can be shared. What is the meaning? In the sense, without garbage collection, this language is usually best to make a composite. It is one of the duty for deleting its children when it will be destroyed. So an exception of this rule, we are making the leaf objects are immutable, then it can be shared. Coming to the ninth implementation of this composite design pattern, what's the best data structure for storing components? For storing components, the best structure, we may use a variety of data structures. We want to store their children, including the data structures like a linked list, trees, arrays and hash tables. So here the choice of data structures, it depends on efficiency, how much fast it is. And coming to the known uses, in the sense, what are the examples of a composite design pattern? It can be found in almost all object oriented systems. Here the original view we have to be seen, Smalltalk model view controller, and one more thing, every user interface toolkit, or every user interface toolkit or framework, it has to be followed in these steps. Okay, and coming to the one more now example, RTL Smalltalk compiler a framework. It also we have to be uses composite design pattern extensively. Okay, the command pattern here, the command is the one of the pattern. It describes how a command objects can be composed and sequenced with a macro command composite class. Okay, these are the four best examples of a composite design pattern. Smalltalk model view controller, and second one is every user interface toolkit, or we can say framework. It has to following some steps here: ET++ with its V objectives, interviews, styles, graphics, and glyph is also will act as an abstract class. Okay, and all objects to represent them, how to represent the document structure for all these objects. And coming to the RTL Smalltalk compiler framework, we also supposed to use here composite pattern extensively, and binary expression subclasses we need to define a composite structure for parse trees. Okay, and we need to take some leaf subclasses of register transfer. Define here we want to different static assignments such as primitive assignments, and the assignments we need to perform some particular operations. Okay, and the last one, the command pattern, it also one of the best pattern. We need to describe how the command objects it can be composed and sequenced with a macro command composite class. And coming to the related patterns, what are the related patterns of composite design pattern? What are the related patterns of composite design pattern? A chain of responsibility. Chain of responsibility, oftenly we can use the component parent link. Component parent link, it is very used for a chain of responsibility oftenly. Here we need to use some 5 related patterns of this composite design pattern. Chain of responsibility and decorator. Decorator in the sense we are adding some embellishments, adding some functionality, adding some extra functionality dynamically. Whenever we oftenly use it with the composite design pattern, where decorators and composites are used together, so they will have a common parent class. So the decorators will have to support the component interface with particular operations like add, remove, and get child. These functions we are used at component interface. And coming to the one more related pattern, already we seen chain of responsibility, decorator. Now coming the related pattern, next related pattern, that is a flyweight. Flyweight lets you have to be share the components, but they can no longer to refer to their parents. That is the main intent of a flyweight. Coming to the iterator, it can be used to traverse a composite. Says iterator in the sense iterating recursively. We want to traverse parse trees like composite to compose objects to tree structure, whatever to represent there. It can be used to traverse composites. Flyweight in the sense let you share the components, but they can no longer refer to their parents. Coming to the last related pattern of composite design pattern, that is a visitor. The name says visitor. It localizes the operations and the behavior that would be distributed across composite and leaf classes. What that meaning in the sense? To localize the operations and whatever the behavior, you should be distributed across from a composite and a composite class, and we have to take some composite how to compose those objects to tree structures and to represent the leaf classes also even. Okay, these are the related patterns: chain of responsibility, decorator, flyweight, iterator, visitor. Okay, thank you ma.